Our lead story tonight, well, it's extremely rare that India summons a Singapore High Commissioner. That's what happened this evening. The Singapore High Commissioner summoned over remarks that India says it has strong objections to made by the Singapore Prime Minister. The Singapore Prime Minister referred in these statements in the Singapore Parliament to Nehru's India and what it's become, saying reports say that half of India's MPs face criminal charges.
While Nehru's India has become one where, according to media reports, almost half the MPs in the Lok Sabha have criminal charges pending against them, including charges of rape and murder. Though it is also said that many of these allegations are politically motivated.
So, Vishnu, extremely rare for the Singapore High Commissioner to be summoned. India, of course, making the point that this is about what he said about India's MPs, but others pointing to the fact that it was also his praise for Nehru that perhaps rankled India. What's the truth of it?
Well, it is rather rare for the Singaporean Prime Minister to be hitting out at India's MPs and parliamentarians in quite the manner in which he did. It was an impassioned speech which he'd made in the Singapore Parliament about democracy working in city-states. But the point that he was trying to make, and he raised Prime Minister Nehru over there, he also named the founder of Israel over there, was that nation-states which start in a certain way don't necessarily continue practicing democracy in quite that manner. And then there was that very controversial reference to India's parliamentarians and their criminal records. But India believes that these remarks themselves are unacceptable, which is why the High Commissioner of Singapore was called in today, and India told him that, look, it is completely unacceptable that your Prime Minister should make these remarks. India and Singapore have the closest of ties. We are strategic partners. There is a huge exchange of people from both countries. And therefore, this remark coming from very much an ally would certainly be a cause of concern here in Delhi.